And then if you want to, you can.
We are live talking sports with the 12th man, Gary and Dre. The battle. Yeah, look at that, Indiana. We got the U representing. Let's go.
And I'm rocking one of Miami's arch rivals, Florida State. So
oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. Oh, jeez. Oh,
God. Is that Charlie Ward, Rob? Is that Peter Ward?
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders. Let's go.
Number 2.
Atlanta Falcon, America. Let's go.
And a Dallas Cowboy and a 49er.
I knew you were going to say that.
But a champion with us.
You know what? And a champion with the 49ers.
And the 49ers, too.
See, there it is.
Yeah, but that didn't count.
Here we go. Man, America, we are coming out guns blazing. Welcome to another awesome edition of Talking Sports. The 12th man, Thursday, January the 15th. This year is just literally flying by. We're so excited to have another Talking Sports advantage with you guys. We are officially ready to get this party started. Man, we got a lot of things to discuss. You know the drill. I want to go give a quick shout out to all of my fellas here. And thank you. I don't know where you at, man. Come on, join. Rich, a lot of love you joining, all that fun stuff too. Let's go.
Richard, good evening.
Good evening, Rich. Stay tuned. He's awesome. Hey,
what's up, Richard? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, you know the drill. So Richard may be like a couple minutes from coming off on the bench, man. So we'll see about this. Hey, let's go around the horn. Check in and see how everyone's doing. Rob Ford, how you feeling this evening, sir?
Man, doing great, man. Ready to get this party started, man. Let's make it do what it do.
There it is. Gary, how you feeling, man? You all right?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this game. I'm nervous about this podcast. I'm nervous about you guys making fun of my team afterwards if they lose. You're representing
this. I just said it's accomplishment just to make it.
Look at that ugly-ass shirt that Andre has on.
It's got to be ugly. What are we talking about? What? Why is it ugly?
It's got that ugly little insignia right there. And
oh my God.
Come on, man.
It's the same color as the Portland Trailblazers, Gary.
We got some black in ours, though.
Oh, here we go. You know,
hey, Gary, you got a lot to be thankful for, man. Your team is going further than any of ours, so we can't talk any trash. But, you know, Miami will lose on Monday night, but your team is still going further than any of ours. So you got a lot to be proud of.
Do you give them any kind of a chance?
Well, there's always a chance, right?
There's always a chance.
Come on.
Yeah, it's always a chance. Maybe 10, 15%, but it's always a chance. That's
why
they play the game.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this, Gary. There's something that I will give you a little bone here, which is interesting. The Miami defensive coordinator is Corey Heatherman. He actually came from the Indiana staff. So
wait a minute. Do you know how you short? You know what? See, I can't. You know.
Boom. Let's go. I was hoping this came before the show too. That makes it even better. But
what's that? Your new Steelers jersey?
Is that a Pittsburgh Penguins jersey?
Oh, let's get on JQ. Let's get on JQ. See, we're representing.
I didn't see it.
See.
Oh, man, he's really.
See,
they won tonight. I was watching that game.
Is that Pittsburgh? Is that Pittsburgh, JQ? What is up with the Pittsburgh, man? Come on, man.
Listen, you know I'm a Penguins fan. I got my Super Mario jersey on, my Lemieux jersey.
I will say, I didn't get a chance to text you guys.
Marcy said, "Nice shirt, Dre."
Yeah, let's go. I appreciate you, Mark. I love you, babe. Hey, back in the day, I was a Buffalo Sabres fan because I love Dominic, the Dominator. He was a great goalie, man. That was my guy, Dominic. You know that
really?
Yeah. What?
Sabres been hot lately, man. They've been winning.
So that was I used to. But
come on, Dominic Hasek?
Yeah, that's right, Dominic Hasek. Yeah, that was my dude for the Buffalo Sabres, man. That dude was the Dominator. Man, that was a great goal. That dude was just intense, man. I was a huge.
What you know about number 16 for Buffalo?
Ooh.
Listen, I love hockey, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go back to the show.
I'm just saying, like I said, I mean, that was just.
And the Sabres in the last 20 games have been playing outstanding.
Yeah.
I know my Penguins won 16 tonight.
Yeah.
Boo to the goddamn Flyers.
We love it. We got a lot of things to get into. So happy.
Las Vegas Golden Knights are losing. I'm watching them right now.
Yeah, losing to Toronto.
We got a lot of things happening. Hey, we're doing a quick check-in, going around the horn. But like I said, Gary, if you didn't hear, Corey Heatherman, the defensive coordinator for Miami, who was actually on Kirk Snitty's staff in Indiana. So he's the defensive coordinator for Miami. So I'm sure it's going to be like a little cat and mouse game, a little chess game here. So that is something to think about. Obviously Ruben Bain, he's a great edge. So and Miami's been playing good. So I guess there is a chance for this game. We'll get to a little bit more, obviously, but you're hoping that Carson Beck makes a couple mistakes, right?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
In this
I
instance.
know it's right. His name is Pat LaFontaine.
He's looking it up. I love it.
I couldn't remember the name.
Oh my God, it's all good. He's focused. But anyway, that's
hey Andre. What's interesting about Miami's defensive coordinator is that he's a candidate for the Cowboys defensive coordinator opening too.
There you go, man. Nice little plug, Rob. So again, Gary, it's not like you got to play the games, man. That's the scary part too. But that's something that will come into play. That'll be a headline.
Charlie number 2. Is that Charlie Ward?
No, he's that's Deion Sanders, man.
Deion Sanders,
same thing. I said the same thing. Charlie Ward. That's what I said, man.
No, Charlie Ward's number 5.
And then we had
Charlie Ward. He wore 17 at Florida State.
Peter Ward too was my guy.
Peter Ward. Cincinnati Bengal.
Yeah. I was going through all the classic FSU guys because that school used to be loaded back in the day, man. Just crazy to tell, man. You know what I'm saying, Jake? You come on.
I know. That's wait. Time out. Can we have a conversation? Seriously, Rob, you gonna put on the Florida State jersey on the week where Miami's playing for the championship game?
We talked about that before you came on, Jake.
That is some next level of trolling.
That's the part
we
here.
talked about that before you came on.
Oh, okay.
You're in the pot. And then I didn't, Dre's just sitting there. He's minding his own business.
All honesty, I want Miami to win the game. I just don't think they will.
From Miami, playing Miami, in Miami, I'm going to go with Indiana.
We haven't got there yet, Jake. I'm going to Indiana.
I thought you were with me.
I am, but y'all been talking so much shit. But the script writes itself. The belt to ass, and Michael Irvin out there doing dust on the sideline.
JQ just won the Big Ten to win the title for 3rd year in a row.
You know what?
So,
facts.
Next year he's going to be rooting for Michigan to win it, so it could be 4 years in a row.
No. If Miami was playing Michigan, I would have came in here with all my Miami stuff on. I would root against the Big Ten if it was Michigan.
Hey,
some fun.
If Alabama, Georgia, or Ole Miss was in it, I'll be doing the same thing.
We're having some fun. Let's get this party started here. We are super excited. Got JQ early on. Really quickly, you can throw out the way to follow us, all that fun stuff. You see a little crawl. We're live. JQ, Rob, myself, and Gary. Shout out to you, Richard. Appreciate you guys joining as well. I added Richard in there, but I know he's going to join. But that's all good. Hey, follow us on the following. We're on Twitter X at the number 12 THMAN Sports. We are on Facebook. You can follow us where Richard and a couple people are watching us. Follow us via that way, which is just facebook.com/12th Man Sports. Or if you put in Talking Sports with the 12th Man, you'll find us. And we are on YouTube as well. Another 12th Man Sports. So we got a lot of ways that you can follow us. Keep an eye on that for sure. But there's been some pretty big news, and we'll kind of tie a couple topics together, gentlemen. Dante Moore has decided to remain at Oregon, which to the chagrinment of Dominic DeLeon, what is it?
Raiola.
Yeah, but I'm joking about that. But basically, I think we're all saying that Dante Moore definitely needed some more another year. Maybe he wants to get that elusive national championship, but I think in this instance, it's still open for next year. But I think for development purposes, this is a good move for Oregon. This is a good move for Dante Moore. This is kind of what we call a win-win scenario too, I would say too. So
it's a win-win lose.
Yeah. Win-win for everybody. So we'll start with you, JQ. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give it to Gary real quick, JQ, only because Oregon, all that fun stuff too. So, what are your thoughts about this, Gary? Good move.
It's a win-win for Oregon. Because he's staying. He needs more time to develop. Mm-hmm. He's 20 years old. He's got plenty of time left. Let's see.
Doesn't go to the Jets. Doesn't go to the Jets.
No, nobody wants to go there. But it's a lose because, another quarterback in the NFL draft pushes maybe one of those defensive players into that number 12 spot for the Cowboys.
It
So
does.
more quarterbacks you have up there, and those players kind of pushes some of those players back. So that's why I say it's a win-win and possibly lose in that aspect.
Same for my Bengals. I needed him to be in there to push Caleb Downs down to 10 for the Bengals. But I was at that game, and that was rough. I think he did that. As a Buckeyes fan, they're going to come to Columbus next year. I would prefer not to have had him. I would love to have Riola be the quarterback of the Ducks. But objectively speaking, what they did to him in that game, they had him rattled. We saw that play, and I had a whole bunch of Indiana fans around us in our suite. I forget what the score was. I think it was 14-7 Indiana.
I hit big money, and I was sweet.
Shut up. And he totally missed number 4. I forget his name, number 4, the wide receiver for Oregon. He was coming up on the rear route between the hash and the numbers, and he was butt naked open. But Indiana had rattled Dante Moore so much in that game early on that he missed him, and he got sacked. And then it just went completely downhill after that. And we just looked at each other, and Indiana fans said, "Ooh, we dodged a bullet." I said, "Yes, you did." And I say that to say that I think he needed the time to go back to Oregon to, mature a little bit, get some more starts. Because we talk about it, and you talk about the Ty Simpsons, the Anthony Richardsons, the quarterbacks that don't have more than 15 starts in college, and how that translates to the NFL badly versus being around a little longer in the Bo Nixons of the world and all of them that have multiple starts in college, like 30+ starts, and how they are ready for the NFL game. I just think for Dante Moore, that was the right decision to make. I did.
Yeah. All very good points. Obviously, he was going to have to, in order for it to really work for him in the NFL, he was going to have to sit a year or two to really learn the game. He was still going to get drafted in the top 5, obviously, because of his potential.
Yep.
But he's probably going to have to really sit a year or two to really learn and hopefully had someone to really bring him along and things of that nature. My only concern is, if you're in my personal opinion, if you're going to go in the top 5, you should go. And the reason being, we've seen so many quarterbacks over the last 5 to 10 years that fall when they come back to school, and all the draft capital that he's going to lose. Now, look, he's going to make a good amount of money from Oregon from a Neal perspective, but how does this going to hurt him? He's going to have a really good year to keep that progression going forward and still be considered a top 5 pick. Every year, I mean, if you notice, every year the quarterback standings for the draft changes, right? So the preseason for this draft, none of those guys who were projected to be in the top first round of this draft before the season are there. None of them.
Yeah.
Right? And we've seen that a lot here over the last 5 to 10 years when they project these quarterbacks 2 years out or a year out. None of them seem to be rated that high. And so that's my only concern about him staying in school. But definitely it's a big win for Oregon. Obviously, they'll be a national contender on next season for sure with him coming back to school.
So here's my only rebuttal to that. You're right in most of that conversation. But the way that game played out, having watched it in person and having people around you with, hey, that can talk to scouts and say, and evaluators and say, hey, after this game, where do you think I'm going to go? Do you think he was still going to go in the top 5? Because I think before that game, he was going to be 2 or 3, but after that game, he was definitely rattled. I don't know if he was going to go that high after that game. I don't.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
If
the Jets are there, I could have seen them doing something like that.
You may take it for.
I still think he would have gone that high just because of potential, and you've seen flashes. But I do think he would have had to sit. I don't think he was. He would have been one of them quarterbacks that would need to sit for a
But he's
year
not.
and get
But
some
he's not going
development.
to sit for the Jets though. If the Jets take him at 2, he's not going to sit.
Playing.
Well, they were to me they were going to have to get a bridge quarterback to kind of bridge the gap at least for a year.
That's
Eric Glenn may get pressure. You got to play him. You got to play him.
You got to play him at 2.
Mhm.
That's tough. You got to get a really good
Richard
bridge
must have
quarterback.
looked. He said he's got he had 20 starts.
Yeah,
and
that's
it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
I don't think it's enough. Rob, I agree with you, and I'm not saying that to start trouble. I agree with you. When the money's there, do it. But I feel like for him, long term, going to the Jets without, but going to the Jets without anybody to bridge that gap and the pressure you talked about, Dre, just start early.
Yeah.
And the limited starts in that last game, I just don't know if that would have been the right move.
Ready. He's not ready. Play.
He's not ready to be a starter in the NFL. Now, I totally agree with that.
But he's still getting money. He's still getting money, Rob. That's the thing.
He's still getting paid.
So that's
is it going to hurt his draft pay?
I personally don't think it will.
The difference between a first-round pick and a second-round pick is huge when it comes
to
dollars. Huge.
It is.
Well, I mean, like I said,
he's definitely going to be a first-round pick.
He's going to get paid no matter what. That's the beautiful thing about what's happening with NIL money. It doesn't matter where you come from. You still get.
So, wait a minute. Because this is a legitimate question. First-round pick in terms of top 5 first-round pick are Lamar Jackson, where you drop to the bottom half of the first round, and somebody has to trade back up and come get you. Like, based off of what we saw in that game and what just happened, I just wonder if the Jets say no at him at 2, how does he have a Aaron Rodgers kind of drop to like 25? And he might go to the Rams, and the Rams are like, cool, we got Matthew Stafford, learn from Matthew Stafford or whoever it is.
That happened too.
But I just don't know how much that I haven't looked into it enough to be
Vegas Knights on the board.
Yeah.
To say enough about it in terms of how much money that is from 2 to 25, but you're still in the first round, which is coming back.
Richard's comment, I read that too, Richard.
Yeah, $40 million. That's pretty huge. Yeah.
If he's not in the top 5 in next year's draft and he falls to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, it could cost him up to $40 million.
But my argument with that would be then he gambled on himself that if you did that, if you had a bad game here and you went from 2 to 23rd in the first round, you said, hey man, I'm gonna come back so I can get back to the top 5, and you fall to the 3rd or 4th round, then you've already failed yourself in that coming back, because bro, you went to Oregon, you got all the talent around you. If you fall to the 3rd or 4th round next year and you're going to be the starter, then what the hell was you doing?
Well, there's a lot of factors involved with that, right? And look, credit the kid, because obviously the way he played had a sour taste in his mouth, and he didn't want to go out that way. So I credit the kid for that. I just worry. Look, I don't like to see any player get hurt. I'm not rooting for that. But obviously, if he gets hurt next year, I mean, that's going to affect his draft stock.
No, 100%.
This is a huge risk and a lot of money. Now, I'm sure he's going to have a nice insurance policy. It won't be $40 million, but he'll have a nice insurance policy. But it is definitely a huge risk when you're considered a top 5 pick, more than likely the number 2 pick in the draft, when you're going to stay in school. It's a risk. Let's call it what it is. It's a risk.
Either way.
You know what? It is. I just don't know after that game if he would have went number 2.
Yeah. I think he would have, because of his potential and just because of the quarterback need that the team has there.
I mean,
we'll never know right now.
That and the Jets are number 2.
Right.
Yeah. So if they're going to screw up a 2nd round pick, you know it's going to be the Jets.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Like this is the problem. That's funny, Gary. This is the problem, though.
How do you spell Jets?
What'd you say?
How you spell Jets, Andre?
Jeet. Yeah. Oh man, I love it. Hey, in a weird. So we're talking about this, but in a weird way, Rob, if somehow, he got passed in, like JQ saying, like they're like, hey, we're gonna skip over him, there would be another squad that would just immediately pick him up and stash him. Kind of what the freaking Kansas City Chiefs did. They would do something like that, and just they'd be doubly screwed. Like, hey, cool, we got Dante Moore. Sit. So again, the Jets would you would be effed up twice. Let's
say he. Let me just paint this picture. To you all's point, let's say he does fall out of the top 5 if he came out this year.
Yeah, you got the order.
I have the draft order. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's say he falls out of the top. Let's say he did come out and he fall out of the top 5. I tell you, one team he would not have gotten past. It's the Rams at 13.
There it is. Our first round pick. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
The Rams would have snatched him up and sat him for a year or two until Stafford retires and molded him to be ready to play. And guess what? He still would have got to a second contract a lot faster by coming out. Look, I credit the kid because he's, that game left a sour taste in his mouth and he want to come back and prove himself. But the bottom line is it's a risk.
I don't.
Cardinals at number 3. The Cardinals are at 3.
The Rams could use somebody like if Caleb Downs had fallen, or somebody that's a good cornerback, because that Rams secondary is trash. Can we just say it out loud? The front 7 is good. That Rams
I guarantee you, if what's the guy name again? Dante Moore.
All good, Rob. It's all good.
No, I'm not saying no. But my thing is
the Rams would have ran to the podium if we fell to him.
Listen, the only reason I say about the Rams, if the Rams know more about Matthew Stafford's health and what he wants to do long term than anybody else. If they say, hey man, we know we got Matthew Stafford for at least another year or 2 years, and we got Nakua and Adams, and we got this front 7, and they say, hey man, we don't really need a whole lot on the offense. We just need backing help. If it don't help, I just don't know if they make that decision. I hear you long term for the Rams because they have to have life after Matthew Stafford. But if you got Matthew Stafford,
they got Stetson Bennett.
Stop that shit. But Matthew Stafford,
we got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bennett will make him even more run to the podium and draft.
I'm totally joking.
Right.
All my Georgia.
I'm saying, if you're Sean McVay and you talk to Stafford, he said, "Man, I'm playing 2 more years." Then that need to have to draft a quarterback this year at 13 is not as significant as we on the outside thinking it might be. So I agree with
how
you.
those offensive-minded head coaches are, JQ. They like to have that next quarterback ready to go.
You're right. But if Matthew Stafford told you got 2 more years, you can do that next year.
That's why the Packers drafted Jordan Love. It's we may only get a few more years of Aaron Rodgers.
That was in the 20s and not at 13.
Man, they may get all the crap. Like if they do some crap like what the Jets did, man, that would be hilarious. That's Hey, the only thing I'm going to say
about Vanderbilt.
We're going to talk about your draft, Rob, because Dante Moore came back, the 2027 quarterback draft class. Shout out to Duke, man. Duke Chen, thank you for sending it. It's going to be crazy. You got Dante Moore, Arch Manning. You got Darian Mensah from Duke. You got Julian Sand from Ohio State. Sam Levitt, LSU, is going to have a probably good year. Lenora Sellers and Brendan Sorsby from Texas Tech. You have a pretty
it's going to be loaded.
Outstanding loaded. So you may be like, I know
JQ. I know now, but
JQ, I know how you let quarterbacks play too. I'm just saying it's going to be an interesting class. Now, if you are some NFL teams, we'll talk about this. You may, I know I make jokes about trying to peddle Kirk Cousins to every team, but you may have to do a bridge quarterback for a year, and you may be good to go. Hey, I'm going to get my quarterback in 2027. But all you need is
you can't count on that, though. Look how many quarterbacks are projected to go in the first round this year, and how many of them falling off.
Who's coming this? But the point is, Rob, if
we ain't talking about Braden Nussmeier. Sorry.
Yeah, what we're talking about, Rob, the point is that it's an interesting strategy now because NIL, the college landscape, you got some interesting choices to make. If you're an NFL team, you're like, I can literally look at a couple teams, right? The Cardinals, you got to look at what's happening with the Dolphins, the Jets, obviously Browns, Vikings, Steelers. You got some questions. You just need to get going. Hey, I'm going to bridge you one more year. You already know who's out there. You saw the list of who's, Russell Wilson, what the hell, Kyler Murray. Who knows what he's done. I know. I'm just saying who's out there. Who's out there?
There are a couple of backup quarterbacks that showed some promise, right?
Malik Willis.
Well, I'm just saying.
Malik Willis and Mac Jones.
Malik Willis is the guy.
Mac Jones is
the guy.
I want Mac Jones to be a Falcon.
Rob, JQ, I don't know about this, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're doing, man. All the Falcon fans are talking about Stetson Bennett like we're crazy. Like, Penny pump the
Mac
brakes.
Jones played good ball.
I'm not
That's the only reason why San Francisco's in the playoffs.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. I'm just saying. But again, I'm not hating on that totally. But
I mean, you did a little bit.
wouldn't be.
He did hate on him.
I wasn't hating on it totally. I mean,
Mac Jones played
I
good ball
guarantee
for
it
them.
teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm not hating on that. I just didn't think of that. That was not in my stratosphere. I was like, oh, Mac Jones.
You best believe a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go try to get Mac Jones this offseason.
I'm not hating on him.
They should.
I'm just saying I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah.
I hope they don't, but they should. Mac Jones played great ball for San Francisco. They're only San
did.
Francisco in the playoffs.
He did.
He's the first. You know, we've talked about this a lot on this show. How many of these guys hit their fourth and fifth year? How are they starting to? Some of these first round picks take a little bit longer to develop, and how many of them are hitting that fourth, fifth year, and all of a sudden they're looking like a quality NFL starting quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, all these guys.
Listen to what I'm saying, JQ. I would rather have Mac Jones and Kirk Cousins. Yes, you heard me. Damn it! I just didn't think about that. It wouldn't even on the radar.
I would too.
I wouldn't on the radar. I wasn't thinking about it. Now again, I have no clue who's going to be the head coach. We got to figure this out. Clint Kubiak's my guy, so I want. If he wants Mac Jones, cool. You know, get that bridge for Michael Penix. Cool. I'm cool with that. Don't.
Listen, Mac Jones has an out.
Mac Jones might even be a quarterback over Michael Penix, not even a bridge.
Could be. You never know. I'd rather take him over Kirk Cousins at this point. Anyway, I digress. So all I was saying is that you may have to get a bridge quarterback if you look at the talent going into 2027. That draft class became immediately better, and we don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but Arch Manning is still probably going to be high up there right now. George Blanda, I don't know. You still got Dante Moore.
George Blanda's still available.
Still alive.
Not George Blanda.
We can go back in time, Richard.
That's funny. Not why Tittle. I talked about why Tittle last week. That was hilarious.
Yes, he's available.
Right.
I guess he is available.
Let's do some predictions for the game here. Obviously, we got Indiana versus Miami. Right now, it's a little scary because a lot of people like Indiana because of the way they've been playing. But like I told you a couple things, I know Gary's representing Miami, but the way that Indiana's been coached up, I gave you some stats. The average age of the Indiana roster is 23. So Kirk Cinetti has gotten some older players to stay, get back, brought the same stat from James Madison. He had zero 5-star, 7 4-star players, and yet and still he's been able to. That's called great coaching. So again, it's kind of like the grow old, keep him going. He's got a mature team. Just to compare, the average age of the Green Bay Packers is 25. So he's got some old players.
Indiana.
What'd you say?
I'm going Indiana.
Indiana all the way as well. See, but it's a scary situation. I don't think they're gonna blow him out. It's gonna be good because I talked about Corey Hetherman. He's the defense coordinator. It's gonna be a chess game going on at first. But again, just Indiana's been on fire.
Sorry, can I go first?
Go ahead, Jake.
First, Cincinnati is going to do a Ryan Day's punk ass wouldn't do. We blitz. We get off the bus. They still got Carson Beck. If you blitz Carson Beck and make him uncomfortable, I'm not saying he can't do it, but the stats say that it hurts him if you put pressure in his face. And I believe that Cincinnati and his team and his defensive coordinator and what they've been doing. I was in the building for the pick six on the first. That is the loudest I have ever seen the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and I've been going there for 10 years.
Wow.
The stadium's not even that old.
Listen, United, that's the loudest I have ever seen it. I think they understand more than what we should have done, and they're going to blitz Carson Beck as soon as he gets off the damn bus.
What's your score,
Listen.
You said 35-10. Oh my God!
I can say that. That's wild. That's crazy. 27-13 Indiana.
That's still pretty high. All right,
It ain't 35-10.
I know, I'm just hilarious. Go ahead. Rob, we're gonna save the bet. I'll go last.
I got Indiana 34-21 on this one. And we just talked about how many quarterbacks have fallen off. Carson Beck, if y'all remember, was going into the season, was supposed to be number one pick, and how he's fallen off big time. And at best, he might be a 5th or 6th rounder in this year's draft. So he's an example of one of those quarterbacks that if he would have stayed in school, would have came out in the draft, he would have been a number one pick. But instead, he came back. And now, look, Miami's paying him like $4 million this year. So, he's making money. But as far as his long-term money, he's lost a lot by coming back to school that year at Georgia and going forward. But anyway, I like Indiana in this game. Kirk Cignetti just has a very mature approach about him. His team is very mature. I think they're a focused group going, for this game. And look, they got the best quarterback in college football. That says a lot, regardless of the fact that they don't have as many 5-star recruits. I just like their disciplined approach. Mendoza gets rid of the ball extremely quick. He's going to have to with that Miami defensive line. And Indiana's offensive line is pretty good. You got some NFL prospects on that offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
For the Hoosiers as well. So I like Mendoza getting the ball out of his hands quick. They're well coached. They don't have a lot of great defensive players. D'Angelo Pons, the 5'9" corner, I have him going in the 2nd round. And look, but other than that, they do a lot with scheme, but everybody's just disciplined. Everybody's at the right place at the right time. They just follow all of their gaps, etc. They're just well coached. And Andre, you made a good point about the age. They're experienced team, they're a focused team. Indiana is, they're the losingest school in football history, but they're about to win their first national championship.
Yeah, they are. CJ McCollum was playing well in Portland too, by the way, Gary and Rich. I thought I'd let you know that. It's Hawks finally took a lead, man, 53-50.
Well, good for CJ. I'm happy for him.
Let's go, Lehigh.
Lehigh.
I told you guys
he's
before,
a good dude, though.
Yeah, he's great.
As I told you guys before this, I'm incredibly worried about this game because how well coached Indiana is. I wish there was a weakness. I'm hoping that somehow Miami can get enough pressure on him to just maybe cause him a little anguish, Mendoza. I hope they can. If they can do that, that is their only chance of really even keeping it close. If they don't get to him, they're going to lose big. They're going to lose big. I hope it's not anywhere near what Richard says, 35-10. No. But if they don't get to Mendoza and Carson Beck has a Carson Beck type of a big game, right?
They're going to blitz him, man. They're going to blitz him.
If he doesn't have a perfect, flawless game, they're going to get just absolutely rolled over. I hope they don't.
Come on.
I pray to God that they don't, but they're just a better team.
Miami's a good squad.
You taking Miami? Stop it. What's the score, Miami? What's the score, Gary? I know you're taking Miami. What's the score?
I'm not taking Miami.
You're a lie. You lie.
I wish I could, but I'm not going
to. I'm going to take Miami for Gary. It's going to be 27-24 Miami for Gary.
It's going to be 31-17 Indy, and it's going to be exactly what I talked about. It's going to be Carson Beck doing that old Carson Beck thing, and with a couple of turnovers, that team capitalizes on everything like they have this year. They're that team of destiny this year.
You know what? I'm going to change my pick. I'm going to take Miami 27-24.
You're not going to Indiana?
I hope you're right.
You're going to Miami?
Yep.
Okay. 27-24. All right.
I hope you're right.
I'm gonna go IU. I'm gonna give. I'm kind of in the middle. I like Indiana 35-23. I give you a little more points. Now, this is the thing that I say.
I hope it rain hard.
I'm
Jill
hoping.
said it's going to be a close game. Here.
Yeah, I mean,
Jill, appreciate you.
no, we're not. It could be close starting out. I mean, Ruben Bain is a problem. You're gonna have to run the ball. You got to run the ball, kind of neutralize him. That's what I would say. I agree with the JQ. They're gonna blitz the hell out of Carson Beck and make him, make some mistakes.
That's what's scary.
That could
Carson
be
Beck with pressure on him,
because
that's really scary.
Indiana is a very solid coach team, as Rob said. They don't make too many mistakes. Nobody knows anybody on the Indiana team except for Rob. I mean, I know some people too, but I'm giving the joke because
Darius Tony.
Yeah.
Not Darius Tony. Malachi.
Malachi Tony. You think of Malachi.
He's from Miami. On his mama's side.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, he's played for Miami. But like I said, there's my guy for Indiana runs hard. I mean, they are a solid team, but no one really knows them. But so the thing is, they're not going to make too many mistakes from that perspective because they're just well coached, and that's where to the point. That's what we're talking about too. And Gary, you should hold your head high, man. It's not like they're going to get like you said, Miami represented. No one expected Miami to be there, so they beat some really good teams. They handled Ole Miss. I mean, they handled some squads. I mean, Miami should. I mean, we're like, what? Yeah. So they proved they need to be in this championship game. So,
there's no consolation prize.
I'm trying to give you some love here, but that's okay.
I appreciate that, but I don't believe in the second place trophy bullshit. It's just there's only one national.
You're the first loser. Basically.
Hey, Gary, if Miami lose the game, which they will, do you think they can fire Mario Cristobal?
Hell no.
He's a good recruiter.
Huh?
He's a good recruiter. I'd let him recruit
because he can recruit.
Yeah.
He made it to the championship game. You can't fire him after making it.
I was really being facetious with Gary. But
I know.
Fired. Hey,
he should be fired.
We know how Gary feels about him.
It was like this.
Oh my God.
6'7".
Every fan base wants to fire their coach. The Eagles want to fire Sirianni after he won the Super Bowl.
Do we think that John Harbaugh will be fired from the Ravens? I don't think no one saw that coming either. You're like, what?
I mean, that was close.
But I'm just saying,
people had started talking about it. Yeah.
I mean, but we knew that it was like a pressure cooker. But
I love it. I fucking love it.
And I like Richard's point. Mendoza teams to thrive under pressure.
The Bengals are the most stable franchise in the AFC North. The only team that's kept their coach.
That don't make them stable. That makes them cheap.
Robbie trying to hit you with some facts. Kirk Cousins.
No, that's just a straight bullet. He just didn't get me going. That's all that was.
Steve Kerr is a championship coach. Get the hell out of here, man.
They're the most stable coach right now. The Bengals are already moving on to the offseason, putting their plans together. Everybody else still got to get a coach.
These plans together to be 8-9 again. Straight bullets.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see Mario Cristobal go to the pros and coach the Steelers.
Oh my God!
You know what? Me too.
Yes. Oh yes.
Richard is
that would be great.
He'd be there forever. He'd be there for like almost 20, 30 years. That's the thing, because they don't.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. That's going to be a coveted job because the Steelers don't fire coaches.
I think I'm going to put my name in, so I just want to get fired. Like, hey man, I'm going to be.
Well, listen, that dude ain't had a losing record in 19 years. Like, there's a reason he didn't get fired. I hate him, but
right.
That's a good organization. Hey, let's talk about the coaching tree from Kirby Smart, Rob. This is a great topic. Right. This is just crazy, right? You got to look
coaching
at
tree for Nick Saban.
Nick Saban. What did I say? Did I say something wrong? What did I say?
Yeah, Kirby Smart.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the thing for Nick Saban. The first one is Kirby Smart. Yes. Dan Lanning, your boy, my drunk guy from Texas, Steve
Sarkisian,
baby.
You got Lane Kiffin. You got Mario Cristobal. Look at that. And then you've got Kirk Cinetti, was actually from Indiana, believe it or not. That was possibly part of the Saban tree. Mike Loskley from Maryland.
You can't put him in there. Maryland sucked ass.
Well, he was notable. Billy Napier's on there too. He sucked ass too. You got Charles. Billy Napier was part of that too. He was part of his staff back in the day.
Sun Belt Billy.
And then you got Charles.
Billy Napier did win a lot of games in the Sun Belt.
Summed up Billy.
You got
He's probably gonna do good at James Madison.
There you go. And you got Brett Key from Georgia Tech, and then you have Brian Dable. So those are the coaches that are under that kind of lineage. That's a really phenomenal coaching tree with a couple of bad apples there. But that's a pretty stellar coaching, I would say.
Nick Saban don't suffer fools.
Yeah.
Well, Nick Saban. I mean, Kirby Smart is obviously number one on this list as a Nick Saban. He won 2 national titles. I remember Kirby Smart. He was a defensive back coach at LSU when they won the national championship in 2003 with Nick Saban. And so, yeah, he's been with Nick Saban for quite some time. But I think one name that people forget about is Jimbo Fisher.
Forgot about that.
He's also from I have him at number 2. He won the national championship at Florida State.
There's the reason.
There's the reason we forgot.
There's the reason.
Well, we forgot Jimbo.
Come on, dog.
He won a national title. He's only got 2 on Nick Saban's tree. Only 2 of them was won national titles: Kirby Smart and Jimbo Fisher.
About to be 3. About to be 3.
Well, yeah. After this game, we'll have a third for sure.
Where's Jimbo Fisher right now?
Or Cristobal can get one too. You know? Yeah, where's Jimbo Fisher?
He's a great college football analyst.
Right. He's too young to be an analyst. That's why I say Jimbo.
I gotta put Jimbo number 2. I give him Kirby. Kirby's the one. Kirby's the. Oh yeah. Kirby's 1 for sure.
Yeah.
I put Cignetti 3. I put Cristobal 4. I'll put Dan Lanning 5, and I'll put Steve Sarkisian 6.
Ooh, I think I moved Cignetti and Cignetti up. Because I mean, yeah. Lanning and Cignetti. I think they got. Well, I know I'm Big Ten biased, but they're on the cusp. I think, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to that, Gary? Your thoughts?
No, I got nothing on that.
Your boy, Dan Lanning, Oregon. That's awesome.
All that shit talking he does. All that shit talking to be at the house all the time. Sorry. I don't like Dan Lanning. I don't like him. I do not like Dan Lanning. He's a dick.
You know what? Kirk Snyder said
not?
Me. Well, why not?
Because all that talking to be at the house. He be at the house chilling like us, watching it, looking at and having
Dan Lanning told when they played Colorado a few years ago, he said they playing for clicks. We playing for
clicks. All that shit talking to not want nothing.
The only thing I will say, I will give
you waxed
some
last week by Indiana.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, what's up, Duke? Yeah, I'll take Indiana.
I was
likewise.
Like, man, it's time to go get some Indian food.
Yeah, shout out. Hey,
we get some curry naan.
Yeah,
what did Kirk Niggy say? He said, "Google me, I'm a winner." That dude is 145 and 37.
I love
nuts.
I hate that he's in Indiana, but I love his moxie. He is Steve Spurrier in the president.
Let's go.
Yep.
64 years old, man. Man, that's tough. Anyway, let's talk. Let's keep.
That's why I would love for him to lose this game.
You know what?
I know.
Yeah, now I'll Google you, son of a
Google me. Google me.
But the problem you have is you got Michael Irvin on the sideline on all fours and slapping trash cans with a belt. So you lose all of that with Michael Irvin right now.
No, mark my words.
Y'all see that video? I said,
somehow
the cowboy dude
Kings,
bringing Michael Irvin his goods.
If somehow the Kings beat cool. Indiana,
yeah,
I'm bringing the belt out next show.
I mean, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. I would love to see Gary with a special package. Hey, I'd love to have some special powder for you, Gary, just running around the thing. That would be even more awesome, honestly.
Gary, you gotta have some white stuff around your lips when you do it.
Right? You gotta have some white stuff around your lips, Gary. Like, ah!
It would be really great if Andre was in the shirt.
Oh.
You know what, Gary? We were cool. Now I hope Indiana scores 56-3. I'm changing my score. 56-3. That's what's happening. 56-3. That's what I'm going for.
You see him just running around. No, I'd have to stop it. I'd get tired.
56-3. Y'all heard it.
Wow. Ooh, man, it's changed on a turn on a dime. Just
Man, they're gonna be all Carson Beck's ass, 56-3.
56-3.
Oh man.
Come on,
Man.
Carson, just one game.
Man,
Play
listen,
the game.
we're gonna have to have a whole open string for the game after this. Wow.
You know, so Martin Luther King Day too. It's all good. Hey,
I'm gonna beat you for my freedom.
oh man.
No, man,
Moving
you got
on.
Drake choked up over there.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna get myself together. So there's been a lot of coaching news, excuse me, America. And we talked about the Giants are kind of finalizing John Harbaugh as the head coach. And we kind of talked about that's kind of the job that we thought was going to happen for him because we talked about, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbo, who's obviously hurt. But they had a lot of injuries. Malik Neighbors was out. A lot of their young defensive guys. So this is a good move. And if you're the Giants, I heard a stat that, they've been around for a long time. They had somebody named Vince Lombardi as offensive coordinator and Tom Landry as their defense. Something crazy. Like, that's how far back they go as far as that. So
It's an old franchise. Yeah.
This is a good move for them because you bring that you bring some stability to the organization. And the Giants didn't let him leave the building. They had some golden handcuffs on him. He kind of like, I got to catch my breath because they were like, you ain't getting out of the building, man. What do you want? What do you want? Where are you going? Where are you going? So they locked him. They basically locked it down. He's the head coach, and this is a good move. Now,
that was the most attractive opening. It
100%.
was. That was
Well,
So
Pittsburgh's good too.